application to get that on there. So do not give up, do not worry. You know, it might take a little prodding, a little persuasion, gentle persuasion. Whatever it takes, you need to get them to join, okay? So look how beautiful they are. And they look totally naturally yours. Once again, takes a lot of work to look natural. And here's all the excess mascara. This is also just a very good way to put mascara on someone in general. If you're not comfortable, you know, going up to somebody, you can always do that. I'm just going to put a little bit more here on this side. And my method is very, you know, like the whole Eve Pearl method, it's very similar. I make it easy, it's consistent, and I do basically a very, very similar application everybody, and I always start from the top and work my way down. And the reason I leave the very, very tip top of the forehead with that makeup is because I usually have my hands here, my fingers, to maybe hold the head, because sometimes the hair is getting done at the same time. So I clean off the best I can my fingers, but this mascara is also, it's not officially waterproof, but it's like water resistant, it doesn't want to come off. So we're going to take the remainder of the priming moisturizer and we're going to clean off any of the makeup that fell on Jill's face. You see, this is a great trick, and why I'm going to put a little bit more, and why I like to do the eye makeup first. And the Eve Pearl Priming Moisturizer also works as a makeup remover, and it's very gentle around the eyes. It's also your eye cream if you want to, but it's now going to clear off this entire side, so it's going to be fresh and ready for the makeup application that's going to go on the face. Because once the eyes are done, everything else really takes no time at all. And we want to make sure we get that little glue that we left, that we got stuck on the inner. So if that should happen, don't panic. You need a little bit of a Q-tip, which actually I have in a different room. And what happens if you don't have a Q-tip? Well, you better get good with your sponge. And gently, just gently massage it and work your priming moisturizer, and then later you'll be able to fill that in with a pencil. So remember, the words we never say, oh my gosh, oh, ooh, don't freak out. Okay, very, very easy. The Eve Pearl foundations, the HD foundation. Now this is the part where you have to pay attention. This is the light. I'm taking the foundation brush and I'm actually going to take the darker side of the light HD foundation. I'm taking the darker part and I'm using that around the cheek area. Okay, we're going to be doing reverse contouring because this is HD. This works for television, for brides, for everybody. And it's very easy because it's going to give you incredible coverage and it's going to look natural. So if you notice, anywhere where there's redness, I'm actually using the darker color. So around the nose area here, down by the chin, and also on the top part of the forehead. Now I'm going to take the lighter part of the two and put it right underneath. This is going to give Jill a great cheekbone effect, right underneath. Okay? And then back, if I want to the dark to even out the colors. Right down here and here. And if you notice, I did not do the under eye concealer yet. I do that last. I go back to my sponge and I can wet it some more because I don't want to cover Jill's face. When you do HD, everything is so close up. HD in real life almost is the same. You want to be able to see skin, but you want it to last and you want it to give even coverage. So the sponge that's wet, look at how smooth the foundation is going to go in. Now, as a makeup artist, it's very important to be able to provide a great service to somebody because you want them to feel good. And that's why we educate. And don't be afraid to sometimes to tell the people what you're doing, because imagine if you can make the person look good, you can make them feel good. The makeup on their face is going to feel good. And if you use products that are actually good for them, they're going to be a lifelong client of yours. And if you can actually also provide the service of having the colors you just used on them for themselves, imagine how now you become more than just a service provider. You can become their official makeup store. But we'll get to that in a minute. Now, I'm going to take the light, this is the light salmon concealer.